What's up, people of the world? This is the Camping Potato coming to you, just showing a few mods and updates on my Bantam 2 Bass Tracker plastic bass boat. I've added quite a few small things to the boat. Oh, and I just finished my dolly. I didn't want to spend any more money, so I was trying to use just whatever I had around the house, and I actually had this roadblock post. So I said, hell, this is pretty sturdy, and it's plastic, so it won't like deteriorate or anything from the weather. So, and my the dinghy wheels that I was adding to the back of this boat was an epic fail. It worked good getting in the water, but when I was rolling out of the water, one of the wheels actually fell off. So, which they were just screwed in, but with these wheels, because of the pounds of pressure, you're supposed to bolt them in from the inside and outside, and I don't have a way to take this boat apart because it's so old and it's been sealed so many times. So I would literally have to destroy the boat just to take the top part off. So I just decided to just put the dinghy wheels on my trolley for now. But of course they're plastic wheels, so plastic doesn't roll as good as like the rubber wheels. I seen some at Harbor Freight for like I think they were like $8 a piece. No, not those. They were $16 a piece. The 10-inch wheels with the rubber tires. And so I'm gonna go with that. So more coverage and give a little bounce with it when it's rolling, so it'll roll over concrete, rocks, whatever, pretty good. But these not so good. But I already had them, so I just put them on here just for now. But I will change those. I think it came out pretty slick. Okay. Of course, I showed you the paint job, and I added this for my boat paddle, little paddle thing. It was probably like $5-6 on Amazon. I added these on all four corners, the rope tiles, the cleats. Got those on all four corners. Of course, the bungees to hold my rods down. And also, I got these from Walmart. They are you're supposed to like tighten them up and clamp them on. But for some reason, the clamp didn't want to stay clamped down on this plastic. So I ended up cutting the clamps actually off, setting them on this ledge, just putting a screw in. So it's not going anywhere. I still can maneuver them around and put them. But I think that'll be their permanent spot because I usually sit right here in the middle. And for weight purposes, I found out when I went out on the boat that I have to slide the battery from this spot to probably about right here, just so it won't be too heavy in the back. And of course I had my 30-pound trolling motor, but when I put my 3.5 horsepower motor, that'll probably give it a little more weight, so I may have to slide the battery up even further. Okay, let's get back to the mods. This is just an anchor towel. This is actually a dog leash that I was using to tie my boat over on the dock. Works pretty good, so I'm not worried about changing that yet. It's like a $4 please. Anchor rope. And I had a few of these for wires and stuff, cords. So I said, let me try to use this on here since I already have this. Yeah. And I put this right here for the other end of my anchor rope. But I think I want to switch that up to over here. Since I'm going to have a rope right here. I think I'm going to move that over here. Or may just keep that right there and just put another one over here to tie the other end of the anchor rope to. I have a 10-pound anchor and a 3-pound anchor. And also what I didn't know is that once you're in the water in these little boats, you can have the anchor down, but you'll still like drift around. Like your pivot anchor spot would be good, but the rest of the boat, the wind and the waves kind of move you around, so you're not just in a fixed position. You will be in this corner, whatever corner you're anchored down in. But yeah, so I may just tie my 3-pound anchor in the back just so I can have more stability instead of just moving all around. And I have an anchor cleat, the zigzag anchor cleat. It was like 2 for $7, $8 maybe on Amazon. And this isn't going anywhere. Very sturdy. And I have this anchor launch. I forgot what it's called, but it's so neat. I can be anywhere. I pull this, releases this rope, drop your anchor. Want to pull the anchor up, pull it up. And from the weight of the anchor, it closes it down and not going anywhere. So that was neat. Right here, I made some do-it-yourself navigation lights. This is just a little L bracket, but I just put the navigation lights on back to back. I have to cut this off, I forgot about that. Or I may just leave it, it's not hurting anything. But yeah, this is my navigation lights. I also had a little spotlight in case I'm out on the water at night. It doesn't 360 all the way around, but it does about a 300-degree spin, which is fine with me. And I have it on a little box with my switches, because this box actually controls this light. It has a white lights and it has amber lights, so each switch is hooked up to whichever lights I need on. Because I know at night on the water, the river, the pond, mosquitoes may be an issue, so I might just use that amber light. Of course, I got another one of these on this side, rod holder. Just move it where you need it, tighten it up, you good. More bungees. And for the inside, I have some inside lights, just little blue lights, LED lights. But I wish, which I still may change, the way I have these sitting up here. I think I'm just going to take them out of these and just run them under the floor, because when I went out fishing, I noticed that my feet kept hitting these. My feet kept hitting these, and I don't want to break the wires back loose, because one of them broke before I had to redo. Of course, this is my floor. I have it on hinges, and I cut it in 2 pieces. It's easier to take out, put in, and store. So I'm going to have to be trying to store a 7-foot piece of wood. And back here is my stern light, aka anchor light, whatever they call this. Yeah. And I have the navigation lights, the spotlight, and the inside lights hooked to this switch. This is just a little small waterproof box I got off Amazon for like $8. I have the LEDs, switches, got the USB. Sorry, I'm trying to get this right now. 2 USB ports. So I got my boat cover coming in tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to keep all this dry. And back here on the transom, what I find myself doing is when I took out the 30-pound trolling motor, 30-pound thrust trolling motor, just on 2 and 3, this transom was just flexing, which is an old boat. This boat is probably 30 years old. So it's like one of the old Bantam 2 boats, plastic boats. So I'm sure this plastic has seen its better days. So what I end up doing is putting 2 L brackets, 2 heavy duty L brackets on the back. And I have a piece of aluminum going across to try to keep that a little sturdier. And then I put the original metal transom back on there. But I found out that there is no wood inside my transom. So I'm thinking, after all the years of, because the boat was cracked up so much in certain places, it was water on the inside, so I think the wood on the inside deteriorated. So what I'm going to do is place a piece of wood on the inside of there and just bolt it all back in together. I'm going to cut it right here, up this seam and up this seam to make a flap so I can just slide the wood straight in. In theory, I'm thinking it will be perfect. It will work out perfectly. So I won't know until I try it, but if it doesn't work, I'm gonna keep trying on other things. Plus, I gotta add the I have some T brackets I'm getting. They're just like $5 at Home Depot, but just a bracket about the same thickness as this, but it's just a T. So once I put the wood in and add that T bracket, that transom will not move, especially when I put my 3.5 horsepower motor on. And that's pretty much what I'm getting it ready for. Because if that trolling motor, that 30-pound thrust trolling motor makes that flex, I know the 3.5 horsepower will. It might break it, I don't know. Because this boat is only rated for 2 horsepower. But you know, myself, as well as many of you, are hard-headed. And we're going to do our own thing anyway. We're going to make it work. So, what else? That pretty much wraps it up. But I really, really love how my little trolley came out. Like I said, I'm going to take those plastic wheels off. But I paid like $70 for them damn things. So I said, I'm going to use them. But a better option would be the Harbor Freight 10-inch wheels. They're only like $15, $16 maybe each. So that'll be a better option. Of course, I got my seat over there somewhere. This is the seat. And the seat bracket that I bought for this seat, for this boat, did not fit. I had to take it to my Migos at my muffler shop. And they had to alter it for me so it'll fit. And also, these weren't very long. these bracket legs. And if you lean back, which I'm sure a lot of you are going through this, if you lean back too far in them, the the seat may flip over. So I didn't want to be out on the water and have an accident where I flip over trying to reach something. So I just added these. I think it's this 1/2 inch, yeah, half-inch pipe from Home Depot. It was like, I don't know, $7 for like 8 feet. So I just cut these pieces out. And I didn't have to glue them or weld them or anything. I just put them on there and just tapped them a few times. They fit in there super snug. You're going to have to use so much force to get these off. But yeah, whoever has these brackets instead of the more wider brackets, which I wanted, but I just bought this one from, I think, Cabela's. It was like 35 bucks, but I ended up having to pay $20 to get it altered. So I don't know, I kind of wish I would have went on and spent the 100 and a few odd bucks for the right one. But yeah, and I'm pretty much done with this boat. Pretty much. I might have a few other little mods I want to do, but I want to definitely move those wires up under the platform, up under the floor, because I can just tell, just from taking the boat out once, I can tell that I'm going to knock that loose with my foot, just moving around, because there's not that much space. I think it's like 22 inches across in here, so not a lot of space. And also, I'm back on my big boat, fixing the cracks. I think I'm gonna go over this with some fiberglass resin. Not the cloth, just the resin, just to harden the boat up on the bottom, so I won't have to worry about the cracks. Well, that's pretty much it. Just a little tour of how I'm going so far, but I'll be back when I have more. The Camping Potato.